Action. Oh
Okay.
shit. Hello people.
Alright.
We got some fucking special information for you today. We got our boy Sander on the fucking podcast. Hard to track down, but we fucking did it.
Yeah, man.
The Flying Dutchman, man. What kind of name is that, huh?
That's the name that describes him pretty well. That's it.
One of the most badass fucking Dutch people I've ever met, man. Hands down.
No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me here on the podcast. Even after I bailed out like at least 10 times on like the last moment. I'm glad to be here.
It's alright, man. You're forgiven.
Mhm.
Forgiven.
Nice. I'm glad.
Yeah, you should be, man.
So,
Okay, so man,
you still in Budapest? What's going on with you?
No, actually, I'm in the Netherlands right now. I had to fly home for some business stuff.
Yeah.
that's right.
So you're in Holland right now.
Yeah, Holland. It's pretty nice weather outside. And I'm like sitting here all day, like inside, like doing my internet dating thing and doing my business. It's actually pretty fun.
Good stuff, man. I guess, your country is like just above our country with the weather and shit. You don't
like,
really have snow.
Just above. No, it's like a little bit below.
It's below, man.
Fuck you, man. I mean with the weather.
Yeah, it's alright. It's like 20 degrees now, something like that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, okay, so that's a couple of levels above.
Yeah.
Still good, man. Still good. So, hey, we wanted to talk about some pickup stuff today, so I got one question. How the fuck did you get into it?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question, and I enjoy telling that story. I remember, like, it's probably about 3 years ago, well, 3.5 years ago, like 2010 or something, and like still like a virgin, and didn't know how to talk to girls, like all the bottom shit, like just sucking at that stuff. And I remember I met some like a friend of mine was telling me about like, yeah, I got like this CD and it tells you, it's like an audiobook, and it tells you you can pick up every woman with like these 10 tips. You gotta check it out. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta fucking have this shit. It's just 10 things and you can't get any woman. I gotta have it. So I bought this product shit for like $97 or something. And actually it was total fucking shit. I remember it was Mihao, I think. Anyway, then I found out about all the game stuff.
What were some of the 10 tips in there?
I honestly don't remember, but it was like a recording. He did. It was like a podcast, like this, without video and with like a girl. And
it was shit.
Yeah, shit. But he told me in this
podcast
surprise.
Man, it sounds like Sander's hiding something from the world that's responsible for his success, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, if you really want, I can give you the CD. It won't teach you how to be a man, but it'll definitely teach you how to be really gay.
Okay, man, send it to me because
So,
I want to check it out just in case, man. Who knows? Maybe that shit got into your unconscious and made shit happen.
Dude, please Google Meow and do like a Google image search and you know what I'm talking about. It's like really, really bad.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, so what happened after? How do you spell it? Meow?
Yeah, I went to like this Dutch pickup forum, started contributing, like posting and stuff, and then I met like I went to this boot camp stuff, like a seminar.
Okay.
There I met some friends, and they were like all into real social dynamics, and they showed me blueprint. Yeah. Then I went out with them for like the next 20 days or something, like in a row.
Okay.
And a little bit later, like I think it was in May or something, I was just getting my first lays from pickup, I think I got laid like 3 times or something. Like 5 months of going out 24/7. I think of it right now, it's like fucking shitty results, but it was alright back then.
Yeah.
So then I went to the boot camp and I met this guy called Tim. You'll probably meet him sometime, and he's like a famous Dutch pickup coach. Was the best guy there. By the way, he's also living with us right now in Budapest. So.
Yeah, cool.
And then he taught me day game, and I remember like the first thing he taught me was he was telling me this story about this guy who would go up to women and like approach them from behind while they're sitting at the bar, and get like his 2 fingers and put them on their ass and be like, "So do you like anal sex?" And he would approach women like that. And he was telling me the story, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is total fucking bullshit. Like, you can't open women like this." And I was like, "No, really, it's possible." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try this today." So then I went like on a fucking day game boot camp, like going up to chicks, and my opener was, "Hey, I got a quick question. Do you like anal sex?" Actually, it went pretty good. So then I became friends with this guy, and from one came another.
And what?
Rolled into it.
Okay, cool, man. So basically, the bottom line is you went out a lot.
Fuck yeah. I went out a lot, especially the first year. I think I went out at least 3 times, 4 times a week.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's how we gotta do.
That reminded me, Freddie, do you remember when we went in like Stockholm and we watched some YouTube video of this YouTube video of this guy who went around to like all these girls and basically just asked them like, do you wanna fuck right now? Like that was me and Freddie were like, oh, let's try doing this shit, man. I went like 5 or 6 girls with guys or without guys trying that, but it was a cool experience because it was pretty scary to do it just because it's like so socially unacceptable, just saying like you want to fuck right now. And I mean I think there was one reaction that was kind of like mean, and the rest were kind of just like shocked or like would laugh and walk away. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, the guy in the video did it 100 times and it didn't work any of the 100 times, so maybe it's a little, but when he did it, if they're like, oh, are you serious? He's like, yeah, let's fuck right now. Like he didn't go back to joking. It was just like serious. But then there was this girl who did it, right? And the girl did it to 100 guys, and like 40 of them were like, all right, where the fuck do you want to go?
Yeah, man, that's like,
man, seems a little one-sided, man.
Oh, fucking hilarious, man.
I remember that was like fun though, because before we just started doing it, I was fucking nervous, man. Like really, but after it was just like, damn, we kind of broke through that next barrier of like social anxiety.
Yeah, because that's just so like socially unaccepted, man. Nobody's gonna tell you that's okay to do,
Yeah, it's like a good thing to do, right? Because like when you do it, like you notice that reactions aren't as bad as you thought they were,
You don't die.
I can do this shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree, man. There was probably only one girl, like, I don't remember what she said, but it was pretty, like, mean, man. But I didn't give a fuck, man, because, like, what do you expect?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what do you expect exactly, man? You gotta know what you're getting yourself into, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I told some girl I wanted to fuck her right there, and she got mad at me. I don't understand. It's just like,
exactly. Wow.
No, actually, I think that's like actually a great thing to do. Actually, I would recommend this to all like guys getting into this. Like, just go out with some friends for a day and just do this shit. Have fun.
Yeah.
As girls,
in the middle of the day, man.
You right now. It's kind of fun.
Try it out.
You get balls from it. You grow balls.
Well, one thing for sure, it's really uncomfortable, so you'll expand your comfort zone, no doubt.
Yeah.
And one thing, about this whole fucking pickup shit, I started when I was like uh, early 17 or something.
Hmm.
And like, yeah, man, I feel like I didn't get like too many results from the whole pickup stuff right there and then.
Hmm.
But god damn, man, my comfort zone is like, if
Yeah,
you
I know.
compare it to normal people, man, you can't fucking compare it. Cause
Uh-huh.
I've been like, one funny thing about,
Hmm.
one of the one of the things all humans are most afraid of is rejection.
Yeah.
Because back in the fucking tribe days, you get rejected, you're fucking thrown out in the
Fuck.
wild, and you're dead. You're dead. So, if you can, just get used to being rejected and be comfortable around, that shit, a lot of other areas in your life are gonna be a lot easier to, handle
Yeah.
because you don't have that fear.
Hmm.
The fear goes away, and fear is fucking a killer for a lot of things, so.
Yeah, like I think it's even like direct, like the thing is like one of like the biggest things it increases. Like another thing is really good for is like developing like a sense of humor, because when you like extend your comfort zone like this, it also means you're more you're not afraid to make really fucking bad jokes,
Yeah, and you're not afraid to like kind of put your maybe
Yeah.
not the personality on the line, but you kind of, you're not afraid of being made a fool, which is
Yeah.
good. Takes away part of your ego.
Hmm. I agree, man.
So
Totally.
yeah,
So
totally agree. Yeah.
I remember
Well,
the
Nick.
why
first
did you
summer.
start then when you were like 17 or something? It's like
Yeah,
young.
young as fuck, man.
That's how Freddie starts, man. He starts young, baby.
How I do. Always been doing it.
Yeah, I remember the first summer I was going out. Yeah, I think I was 19, like 3 years ago. But my friend got me this ID of this like Middle Eastern guy. He calls me up, man. He's like, yo, Nick, I found this ID at the mall of this guy. He looks like he could be your cousin. Because I couldn't go out to bars in the U.S. and nothing because he had to
Yeah.
be 21, and I wanted
Hmm.
to. So I'm like, all right, let's try it out, and I started using it, and it worked, right? And I'm like, oh fuck yeah! So this summer it was like the first summer I had kind of dabbled with it before and this and that in the daytime, but I never actually went out because mostly just because I couldn't. You had to be 21.
Hmm.
And so that for 3 months or whatever, we're going out 2 or 3 times a week. But I do remember there was like a couple times where me and him, we were kind of doing it together, my friend, and there was like a couple times where it was
Yeah.
just like the top of that humiliation level where it's like, oh, if that happened, it's not that bad. Like one time we walked into this bar and there's this group of like 5 or 6 girls, and I'm like, yo, right over here we go. We start talking to them, and they were, we realized pretty quickly, obviously, just kind of like negative people who complain a lot because
Hmm.
they just start talking shit to us, this and that, and we were kind of in that mode of like, fuck it, dog, you just gotta
Yeah.
plow,
Yeah.
Like I don't do that as much anymore, just because sometimes it's a waste of time. But that was the mode, man. It was just like, don't leave till it's fucking done type deal, right? And so then these chicks start yelling at us. Like one of my friends says something about them being lesbians, and then they get real mad and they have all this popcorn, man, and they start throwing popcorn at us in the bar. They're throwing peanuts at us. We're going like this and shit. And then eventually we get out and they two of them kind of chase us out, like they wanted to fight us and all this stuff. And but we didn't really do anything that offensive or anything like that. You kind of realize that some people are just like negative people, and that's what's gonna happen. But I still remember the worst one, like this one.
Yeah.
I remember after it happened, I didn't even approach anyone for the rest of the night, man. I remember it was a Tuesday night, man. Nobody's out. Tuesday night, no one's fucking out, and I was my friend and we met some other guy from RSD or whatever, and we were standing outside this club, which eventually never really opened, but we were hoping for it to open, but no one's out. Like we've been out for 20 minutes on the street, haven't even seen a girl, you know, like completely dead. And look down the way, and there's this one girl walking, like you could see her far away. So I'm like, oh, this will be my whatever, my get a little warmed up here type thing. And it was like, it was almost like I could see her from too far away. So there was that time that was anticipating, like, I don't really want to run over there because she's coming this way. And I remember just walking up to her, man, and she just said in like this like slicing tone, man, that just cut through you. Like before, I halfway up my mouth, she goes, if you take one more step towards me, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. I didn't even say a word yet, man, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then she walked into this bar, she worked there, and the three bouncers in the front look at her like, you got a problem with this guy, this and that, and I'm sitting there like, and the rest of the night, like my friend was next to me, and he was just like, fuck, man. I kind of laughed, but inside I was just like, whoa, man. And then the whole rest of the night, I mean, it was kind of dead. We were out maybe an hour more, but I didn't even fucking approach nobody else anymore. I'm like, I can't take a beating like that again. But I think that first summer I went out, it happened a lot because I just still was not so calibrated with how to talk to people, where that just doesn't happen as much anymore. But there was a couple where it was just like, but I think a worse one too is when someone just ignores you totally.
Oh,
yeah, that sucks.
That one's pretty bad too, man. I think that was pretty bad.
But you know what? I guess some like pickup guys might listen to this shit. And one thing that is definitely like really good about if you're into this shit is, even though you might not get the results, or like you might not be banging fucking hot chicks right away, is you're gonna fucking improve your life somehow, man, because your ego just gets fucking teared apart, man, at times, and it's that's a really good thing, man, because that means you can handle other kind of situations a lot better, in the future, man. If somebody gives you shit, man, you've been rejected before. Who gives a fuck? And it also tells, I think it says a lot about your personality, man. It's like, yeah, you may be like totally fucking lost and just a needy fucking bad person, Well, anyways, man, you're taking care of your problem, and that's a good thing. So
yeah, I agree. It's like taking like a step forward. Man.
Yeah, well, what I like the thing, Nick and I, when we were traveling like last summer, we went out and talked to some chicks and all, and after a little while, we were kind of at the same point in our game, I guess, in our head, where we were like, okay, man, you know what? We're kind of fucking cool already. We don't need to, go pick up chicks. And that's not saying that there's anything wrong with walking up to a woman and saying hi and whatever, man. But the pickup frame is more like, oh man, I gotta warm up. I gotta do this. I gotta get my approaches and shit. And I think that's fine for until a certain level. But when you pass that, it's more like it is with me now, man. I don't do pickup at all almost. But when I go out, I have a good fucking time, man. That's number one. That's why I go out. To have fun with my friends and stuff. And if I see a girl that I think, okay, this girl looks interesting. She's cute. She's got that, kind of vibe. I'll go up and talk to her, man. And it usually works pretty fucking good. Or, sometimes they'll say fuck off or it just doesn't work out. But if I, almost sounds a little gay, man, but if I fall in love, like, yeah, man, I use that term a little loosely, I think, but, if I fall in love with some chick, and she usually falls in love with me too, man, because, we have that energy together. So you get what I'm saying? Like, compared to, like before, where I would just, okay, she's fuckable, Her body, like I would just judge her on her body, man.
Come
Like
on, don't
nothing
pretend
just.
like you never do it anymore.
Oh fuck yeah, man! I'm not saying I might have a fucking a chick who's got that cool energy and shit, and we have like our personalities match. But dog, you gotta get your shit together, man. If you're fat, ugly, any of that shit, you're out of the picture.
Yeah, I think Freddie's
Get
over here and he's just seeing hot chicks and he's like mistaking the bamboozlement of these chicks just looking hot for like there's this special connection going on. Meanwhile, she's just got legs and tits or whatever. He's like, there's this energy love connection between us, man. I can't figure it out.
nah,
It's like
man.
he never even met the chick before, man. He's got the love connection and all this shit, and she's just got
Well, as I
shitty
said, man,
percent.
I use that fucking in love term a little loosely, but what I'm saying is, if we have fun together,
Yeah, man.
and
There's definitely
we
an
both,
aspect to that. Like, if you don't get along with someone, then
Yeah.
it's like, what's the kind
well,
of point of if you're not like enjoying the company, and what's like, Sander, what do you think about that, man? Like, I was telling that story about those girls, and I remember there was another time later on where, when I started going out, the one thing that I was good at was like just talking. I could have a one-sided conversation really easily with girls. And
Yeah.
a lot of times they get, they would fall into it or whatever, where I just talk about like what random shit. And I remember a week later, one time I was talking to a girl at a bar, and literally for like 3 minutes, she just was like, yes, no, like totally off put, right? And then after like
Mhm.
3 or 4 minutes, I was just talking with Eva. I see her and she's all like smiling, and like 2 minutes later, I go and I kiss this girl, and after I'm done, some guy like walks out and like puts his arm around her, and he's like, "Oh, who's this? Or who's this, honey?" or whatever. And then she's like, "Oh, hey, this is my fiance." And then I'm ever just thinking like, "What the fuck?" Like I just plowed through this bitch's marriage.
Oh shit.
But anyway, yeah. But nowadays, I kind of don't like that much. I think if someone's like so off put by the beginning, like it's gonna create a lot of resistance the whole way if you're trying to
Depends.
just plow through forever. So I don't really do the whole much like the plowing. Like if a girl's kind of just whatever, I'll go find another one where it's more interesting. Like I don't know what are your thoughts on that whole thing? Like it can work sometimes, but at the same time, like do you want to be sitting there talking while the person just like yes, no, whatever boring shit? So I don't know.
There's a difference I think between like when it's like sometimes you'll just get like it's hard to like tell it's different, but sometimes like it's just so harsh. And you just gotta be like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Like there's like a lot of negative energy here, and then it's like, okay, whatever. I don't want to be around this person. Other times it's usually just like bullshit. Like, it's okay. Like I'm talking with my friends, and that wouldn't be a reason for me to leave. I think actually what we were trying a little bit like in Budapest was um, just trying to go up again and again and again. But every time she like rejects you, like I'm talking to my friend, or no, please go away, or no, I already have a boyfriend. That kind of stuff. Every time she rejects you, just go in again. Like, oh, it's okay, I'm whatever. Or you start talking to a friend, or you start talking to some people around her, and then you go back to her. And I think like if it doesn't work after like 3 times, 4 times, then just be like, okay, whatever, next one. But like if it's like really, really, really bad blowout, you just get like insulted and shit. Just walk off. Like some people just have like if it's like if it's like a true negative thing, like I would be gone because I don't want to be with those persons. But if it's like kind of fake or kind of 50-50 rejection shit, just stick around there until try it for like 3 times, 4 times. And if it doesn't work by then, find the next one.
but man, like, yeah, that's probably cool. But I remember, like, I would, or another question. If you like the girl, that's when that applies, right? If you don't really like the girl,
Yeah, of course. If you don't like her, then just get out of there.
okay, I just want to get that fucking straight,
Yeah,
man, because I remember, like, so many times back in the day, man, I would
And the
just like,
chick's like trying to get her and you don't even like only dudes at pickup do that where they try to get
yeah,
yeah,
past
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Like, it's like, the
that,
fuck is this,
I
man?
think, I think that's stupid as fuck, man.
Yeah.
And, and I'll give like an example. I was talking about this whole pickup shit with Jesse the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out, brother. And so basically, I gave these two stories where okay, so in Thailand with the SSM
Yeah,
trip, the first trip,
yeah,
the first night I met this Finnish chick, and she was fucking cool, man. Like our personalities, we had
yeah,
fun, like we were in love and all that, yeah, in love. So, and we had great sex, but I also enjoyed all the time with her, like several hours and shit. Nick, the one I was eating with when I met you.
Yeah.
So, and the next day I meet this other chick, this like some Swedish girl. She was, yeah, I would say like equally hot, and yeah, I think the sex was better with her. But anyways, the point is, I met her at the beach,
yeah,
then I took her to my little bungalow,
yeah.
and fucked her and walked her back. And as soon as I got back to the beach and she saw her friends, I just turned my back and walked away, man. And the reason I did that was because I didn't enjoy talking to her at all. She wasn't cool, man. She wasn't interesting. Like, I didn't like her personality much.
How was the
But
sex?
goddamn, ooh-wee, it was good, man.
So you regret
Yeah,
it then?
fuck no. But
Oh well.
I'm saying, I'm not regretting it. All I'm saying is think of it this way. Would you rather spend, like, maybe I spent 2 hours with the Swedish girl and had sex for, what, 10, 15 minutes? As, and I didn't, I didn't have a bad time, man. I was fucking it. I was having, having fun and shit. But with the other girl, I was maybe with her a lot more time. I met her again and shit, but I enjoyed all of the time when I was with
Yeah,
her, man. So,
I get what you mean. Some girls should just like hit it off if like love thing.
yeah,
I,
well,
I
my
totally
point
agree.
is,
When you have it, it's like so much better.
yeah,
But at the same time, like I mean, we're all guys and we all have like this biological instinct,
yeah,
like especially
I,
like if you didn't go out for like a long time or late for like you still have like this instinct to like
fuck,
yeah, like I'm gonna try it, because to be honest, it's like a challenge for you. It's like fun to do. It's a fun challenge.
yeah,
So
yeah. I would
I wouldn't say it's
like,
bad. I think it's like or
I wouldn't say it's bad, but I would say the point is, okay, let's say you get rejected, man, but so what? You don't even know if you like the girl or not.
yeah, totally.
Maybe she's a total bitch and you got off easy.
Mm-hmm.
Rejections, they don't mean dick.
but yeah, what I think is like,
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of people, they don't actually figure out what they want, like some people may have the desire to just fuck some random chick for 20 minutes 3 times a week, whereas somebody else really just wants a girlfriend, and I think if you really sit down and ask yourself what you want, then it's a lot easier to determine, what you want to do, because some guys, as crazy it might sound, might be totally unhappy to fuck 4 new girls a week, just because that's how they are. But like last night I was looking in the Facebook and in the SSM one, and I saw the guy Thomas had posted
yeah,
a post in there, and he said something like, how many people are, really good with their productivity, where they're working every day, going out
yeah,
3 times a week, like, basically everything, where in like RSD, they say you should do that, socialize twice a week, go out 3 times a week, this and that. And I kind of put a little response, but I was just like, you kind of got to figure out what works for you. Just because they say that in pickup or
yeah,
whatever, that might work for them, but
mm,
everybody has their own personalized, blueprint that's gonna make them the happiest. You know, what I do
Yeah.
is not gonna be like your favorite stuff to do no matter what, just because we're different people with different things. And like I think if you, whether it's with business or pickup or friendship or all that, if you figure out, like, sit down and truly determine what you want out of it, it makes everything easier. And I notice, especially in pickup, a lot of the guys in there, like, it's like they're running around with the chicken with their head cut off. Like, they don't actually have any, what do you want? Oh, I just want to get laid or whatever. Like, they don't actually know what they want. And that's probably a lot of the reasons why they got problems with girls anyway, you know? Because girls can tell that, you know, if you sense you're just like have no idea where you're going in your life, girls kind of pick up on that too. But
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think that's something like not many people teach you, is like just like you have to figure out something that you like for yourself, not just copy me, because what I do is maybe not the best for you.
Yeah. Yeah, also, I agree. Like, things with the girls, it's kind of different because I don't really think you have to like have a purpose with girls. I think you should have more like a purpose with all the other stuff in your life, like business, traveling,
Yeah.
health, fun stuff, and that, like, people around you, like your social life. It's like something that's like um, not like an extra, like it's not as important, but more like it's like an extra thing, um,
Should be your main motherfucking goal.
like your social life. Yeah,
That
it's like the most important thing. But like by focusing on all these other stuff, you're making yourself like a better person, a more sociable person, and a more
yeah,
fun
well,
person to hang around.
that's like a big thing, man. I think for, probably when I started out, I wasn't really that good of, I wouldn't say I was a bad person, man, but maybe not that good of a person like I am now, man. Cause, so, yeah, you try and just cover this one thing up, man, with learning how to
Yeah,
approach girls and some. And I think a lot, even though RSD is all about being natural and shit. I think you're still, the people watching the videos and shit. They're just copying Tim or copying Tyler or all these people, man, and they don't really use their own personality.
totally.
So like, you got to start with the fucking basics, man. That's with everything. So get your fucking shit together, son. That's number one. You gotta learn to love yourself. If you
Yeah.
can't love you, how the fuck is anybody else gonna love
Yeah,
you?
I
If
totally
you don't
agree with
like,
this, man.
if you don't like yourself, if you don't respect yourself, nobody's gonna respect you. Nobody's gonna like you. So start there, man. Figure out who you are,
Dude, this is
and
1%.
and yeah, I agree, man. And it's like,
Science, baby.
science. And I don't think
Science, bitches.
science. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think you have to be a good person to be able to pick up girls, but I think you have to be a good person to be able to be really happy.
I totally
And that's way more important than being able to pick up chicks, man. So what I've found lately is, like, I've been into this whole, I want to be as good as person as possible. Like, I want people around me to have fun and enjoy life, and want to have good friends and all this. So what I realized, man, is, that's where you should begin, man. Try and become a good person. And then, chicks are just humans as well, man. If you're a good person and you're enjoyable to be around, men are gonna be around you, friends. And also women, man, because everybody's drawn to positivity.
yes,
And like Nick says, man, everybody wants to have fun.
I agree.
Yeah, remember there
So,
was a time, like probably maybe a year after I got into pickup, where I had this whole notion that like you had to just be a badass or a boss or whatever, or like an alpha male guy to get, that was the best way to get chicks or whatever, where it'd just be like, you meet a chick, hey, what's up? You know, like that type shit, where
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, I
like,
get it.
oh, cool, what do you do? Like all that. And yeah, it works, man, but like Freddie was saying, man, that shit doesn't make you happy, you know? If everyone you meet you're just talking to like that, your face is frowned. And then I realized later on, if you just have fun, not only are you way happier, but you actually usually get more chicks than sitting around being a
Definitely.
fucking sergeant dickhead or whatever, you know?
Dude, I'll give
Like,
you
oh,
this.
cool, yeah, you're 22. Awesome. Yeah. So like that type shit. It's just like, dude, you're
Yeah.
not supposed to talk to your fellow human beings like that, you know?
hmm
These are people.
Dude, I'll
But
tell
yeah,
you this
I had
story about
this.
this guy in Budapest, and he did just what you just described there. Like he started like working out and shit, and like staring in the mirror like every fucking day.
At himself.
Yeah.
And seriously, he started fucking more chicks, and people started like more fun to be around and shit. Like more sociable and stuff. Just because he loved himself, he was more like confident, uh,
Yeah.
more speaking up in public and shit. Always like being a leader and stuff. Like it's good.
Yeah, man. So
It's
that like he
sometimes it's
kind of
easy,
did.
man. Sometimes you just gotta fucking smile, you know? Like sometimes it's that easy, man. Just fucking smile. It goes a long way.
hmm I agree, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think like I think I've heard this from Joe Rogan, man, where he says it's like a common fact that nice guys they finish last. Well, you know what about nice
That's not
guys?
nice guys, man, though. It's not.
You know,
Yeah.
I
I think you
well,
should separate
okay,
this thing. Like I think there's like
well, I
two
you
things.
Those
You
are
know,
have like
people
pick up
people who are
skills, and you have
pushovers.
like being a good person. It's like two different things.
yeah, the thing is, nice guys, even though they respond to people nice and shit, their intentions aren't nice, man. They're not really good people. They're nice because they have to be. They're not nice because they want to be. They're like so
I wouldn't say always though, man.
fuck no, man. But I mean like certain
I think
no,
it's like the
yeah,
better word is like some guys are like pushovers, you know, where they'll just like kiss ass, you know? And
Yeah,
somehow
yeah,
people like mistake kissing ass for being nice,
I agree.
which
okay,
I
yeah, well,
think they're totally different, man. Like just because if I sit here, I'm like, wow, Freddie, you're so cool. Wow, man,
yeah.
that was so sweet.
We love you, Freddie.
You don't feel
Think,
better because you can tell, man. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
I think kiss ass people finish last, man. You gotta have respect for yourself, you know?
Mm.
Okay, that's a new term, man. Fuck nice guys finish last. Pushover guys finish
Finish.
last.
Yeah. Nice
Yeah,
guys
but yeah,
rule the
it's
fucking
two
world,
different
man.
skills. Like this shit. Like you have like pick up. There's like some skill stuff in it. Like you can be like as nice person, as friendly as anyone, and with, like good intentions. You still gotta like know some stuff, like, some really basic stuff.
Well, yeah, man. Fuck yeah, there's certain. Well, I don't think you have to learn about pickup to become good with chicks. I think most people that go from being, not successful with women and become successful with women, I don't think they know about pickup, man. I think they're just, they're starting out really, unsure of themselves and they grow into, a mass, a fucking man,
Like
basically.
hustling, man. It's hustling.
Yeah, for example, man, you see it with like people who start up their own business and
Yeah.
shit. For example, they they might be weak, but they become strong,
Yes.
just as a person, and that is very, attractive for women.
You know
It's
what I
like
So
noticed too? Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, it's like this hustling skill. It's like the skill to be like active, to be like leading, to undertake things. To like start shit, to make shit happen.
absolutely, yeah,
I think that's a skill, and I do think lots of guys can practice this with approaching just like a lot of women, because you have to be out of your comfort zone. You have to hustle. You have to um start.
yeah,
Yeah, make shit happen. So I think it's both different ways to like get the end goal, and it's like being like a fucking cool person to be around. Only that,
yeah,
like doing business stuff is also gonna help you more with lifestyle purposes.
yeah.
But Nick, tell
Yeah, man. I guess I had something else to say, but I remember when I first started going out too. At the time, I was selling insurance, and so I was so much in that mode because the only way I get clients is walking in cold or cold calls, and that's it. So every day I'd cold call 150 people and get told to fuck off like literally 100 times, more than 100 times, and then go out at night and get told to fuck off by all these chicks. So it was like I just went through that whole phase. But the thing I was gonna say is that I think something that I noticed with guys is and was the case for me. I think it wasn't as much for Freddie, but sounds like was for you too. Is that like when you reach a certain age,
Hmm.
like until I was like I think 18 or 19, some around that age, like I was getting no chicks. Like I think
Yeah.
when I was like 17 or 18, I was still a virgin, you know. And I've noticed I have like two other friends that one of them's older, like 28, and another one's like my age, and
Yeah.
the one my age I know for sure is still a virgin. Same with the older guy. But there's this thing with dudes is that when so much time goes by without you getting chicks, it just turns into like a bad situation. Like it becomes
Yeah.
really, 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 really hard
Yeah.
to get chicks. But I've noticed guys that, when they're 13 or 14 or whatever, like start getting with chicks, it just kind of all comes naturally. But when a guy goes through like, hits puberty and he starts become sexually mature and he has like 5, 6 years of just that frustration because he's got his dick hard all day long, but nobody's sucking it, man.
Yeah.
It creates like, problems in guys' head where they create all these blocks about it. And
Yeah.
usually,
Hmm.
if guys don't get laid by the time they're 25, they'll never get laid in their entire life, you know?
I don't. I don't agree. Some do. Like, but you have to like
Well,
the older
you
you
have
get,
to go through
you
a
have to
lot of the pickup
increasingly
stuff,
work
you know?
harder to like learn this stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Well.
like a normal person, man, like who's not into picking up chicks or whatever.
Yeah. Fair.
Like
Like.
if you hit 25 and you're a normal guy and you got no knowledge of pickup, it's kind of like, dude,
You're fucked.
that's a bad situation. Like that's where pickup comes in to really help guys because it's a lot worse than people put it out to be. They're like, oh, why is the guy typical dude? He's just mad he's not getting laid. No, it has like psychological effects, man. Like you think
Definitely.
I'm not good
Absolutely,
enough.
man.
Why don't girls like me? What's wrong with me? All this stuff, but fuck,
Dude,
man, that's why
actually, like we had
pickup's
some.
great because it helps people out to get there. Before that, that guy is just gonna think he's a loser, you know?
Yeah.
Or now it's like,
Absolutely.
yo, you could change it, man.
It's like such a change in those people's lives when they finally do get it. We had some guys in Budapest come out for like a training. One of them was like still like a virgin. We got him late, of course. And
Oh,
the cool thing was that like afterwards, like he was like, I didn't know that this shit was like possible. Like now he's like back in the Netherlands and like going out every day, he's quitting his job, going to the gym, eating healthy and shit, just approaching women. Like I think you can, but you have to like really work really really hard to like unwire
yeah.
those bad habits. You really have to like give 100% and just go for it if you're like this old.
But
Whereas when you're younger, you can kind of
fuck around, man.
yeah
But
Yeah.
listen, check this out, man. Let me know what you think about this.
yeah
Like it's one thing to be okay, when you're 25 and you're like, fuck, I gotta handle this. But what if there was like national and like government type programs that take like dudes when they're 13 and 14 and basically teach them like pickup, man, or whatever. Like,
can
here's
happen.
how you get laid. We're gonna get you laid by the time you're 14 and a half.
Holy shit!
Fuck
There was
yeah.
just like these state-run fucking programs that just teach kids right when their dick starts getting hard. Like, here's how you're gonna get laid. We'll get you your first chick or whatever. After that, you're on your own. But like, it's like taught as like part of the school curriculum. How fucking badass would that shit be, man?
Be badass, but not all guys gonna want it.
Yeah, of course not, man. But I'm just saying that'd be fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
If you're 14, you'd be so excited to go to school, man. You'd be like, fucking
be
shit,
fucked.
dude. I'm gonna go get laid today, man. I'm excited to get up and go to school. Fuck
Fuck
mathematics.
yeah.
Fuck mathematics, man. I'm doing my own shit today.
Today I'm having
Yeah.
getting late class.
Yeah, dude, that would make school way, way better.
Definitely.
I would agree, man. And I think a lot of people actually
I
would.
would
I
agree,
would.
man.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people would actually do those
Yeah, man.
programs because if you compare that shit to fucking, English or math or some shit. God damn, son.
It's way more useful too. You know, when you can use math, you got a calculator, man. Why the fuck you need math?
Well, you know, yeah, I agree, man. You don't need that shit anymore, so why not just make it
Thanks,
happen?
man. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
running for president next time around, man. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
I would
You
vote for you
should,
if I
man.
would be a U.S. citizen.
Fuck,
I'll
man.
send you my vote, man,
Yeah,
It's
in the letter.
Dude, earlier when we were talking, I had this. I remember you said this shit about, you know, you like anal sex, and we're talking about picking up chicks. What if you had this response to a girl if she said she had a boyfriend, right? You say something along these lines, man. She's like, "Oh, so I have a boyfriend." It's like, all right, he can have your vagina, but your ass, that's all mine. It's
Oui.
all
oh
right.
man, I'm
You
definitely
can
gonna
have your
try that
front
line.
man,
That's
but
hilarious.
your ass, that's mine. Man,
Shit.
that's fucking funny as fuck, man.
That is funny.
It's
God.
like as like a double meaning, man. Like your ass is on mine, but also like you could say to someone like your ass, like if I'm mad at Freddie, but like your ass is mine, I'm gonna fuck you up, you know?
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
got like that double meaning to it.
Yeah. Oh man, I love it.
But,
Cool stuff.
Yeah, so in Budapest, how was what are your takes on the nightlife there from living there for a while?
Oh
Is it
man, it's fucking insane. Like, I'm so glad I moved there. Like, it's so much better than like the Netherlands. Really. Like, what you have like two things there. You have like the local chicks, like the Hungarian chicks. They're usually hot and cute, and yeah, like really cute chicks. And then you have the tourists, and because it's a really popular city for tourists, there on every day of the week there are always tourists around. So you'll meet a lot of like Swedish girls like on holiday and stuff, having fun. And so yeah, it's like a great combination. It's like you have like the hot locals who are like also easy to hook up with, and you have like the tourists who are easier. So it's like always like different than any other night. Also the clubs are like really fucking cheap. Like €1.50 for a beer, or even less, I think. And it's like
damn.
half-liter beer shit. It's no shitty beers. And yeah, it's just
Wow.
cheap. Like the most high-end club is like €8 entry fee, which is kind of normal to the Netherlands for a normal club. And the drinks are like the Dutch prices, and it's like the most high-end venue in the entire city. That's where you'll
yeah,
find
you
like all the Hungarian porn stars and shit.
Hungarian porn? I
Damn.
like that shit, man. I want to get some fucking porn stars in my life, man. I want some crazy sex, man. I think some of these chicks are slipping, dog.
Yeah, they're slipping.
Fuck, man. I met this one chick from Chile like a month or two ago. Damn, this girl was wild, man. It was fucking crazy sex, man. Then, the girl before that, it was just like, it's
Yeah.
fucking bullshit, man. Get it together, dog. I want to meet some fucking porn stars and get my world rocked upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
man,
be
I
walking
agree.
out of there with my eyes crossed, you know?
Like, what the fuck just happened, man?
What just happened to me, man? Feeling like I got raped.
You should come over,
Yeah.
man. Like, it's gonna be fun.
Hey, you been hanging out with Frank that much?
Yeah, holy shit, man. This guy is the most insane guy. I mean, I
Oh,
haven't been in Budapest since like almost a month now because I had to like take care of some business. But holy fuck, what this guy did in like he was there for 3 weeks, and this guy is just like a fucking train, man. Like he just demolishes every fucking shit. Like when this guy is drinking, you know it's gonna
which
be
is
fucking
like
fun
all the
night.
time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you had him like pissing against the bar and like having like wrestle fights with Jesse in the middle of the club, and it's amazing.
It's crazy,
Frank
man.
don't give a fuck, man.
Gotta love
No, man, you don't give a fuck. Love him.
Yeah, and the
With his,
other crazy thing about Frank is when I went to Vegas with him, I started realizing all this other shit. Like Frank is the most well-read person I've ever met. Like he reads like 4 books a week.
no way.
Yeah, man, like really, and like English isn't his first language, and they're like these English books that I have trouble reading, you know?
Wow,
And I'm
that's
just like,
impressive,
what the
man.
fuck? I'm like, are you kidding? I thought he was joking at first because Frank's his personality is like the
Yeah,
opposite. But no, man, he's got like a method to his madness, man. You think it's all just crazy, but behind it, Frank's a smart guy, man.
yeah.
He knows what he's doing, man. He's there's a brain behind, the
Dude,
fucking
he's definitely,
mastermind.
yeah, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
he's very serious with the app business and shit, so he's doing really well.
Yeah. But I don't get it, man. That guy's been like traveling for like 3 years nonstop.
I mean, it must be really amazing, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Good, man. I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah,
like Frank.
Frank the Tank, man. So who else is down there? Jesse's there. Some of those, the guys
yeah. I
from
think
England are
Jesse's still
living
there.
for him.
Someone.
No, I think Jesse is in Krakow.
No,
Yeah,
I thought he's in Budapest. I talked with him
yeah.
like 3 weeks
Like
ago.
sometimes
I
he
talked
goes
to
to
him
Krakow
this week.
for like a few
Yeah.
days or something.
Well, he's
I
got
was
this.
talking to him last time. He was in Budapest, and he's like going back and forth. He was saying in like whatever his girlfriend in Krakow. When I was on the phone with him, calls him up, and he was kind of just saying he was living there, and she's like, Jesse, I'm coming to your place right now, and he's in Budapest, and so he's kind of like,
Yeah.
hey Nick, give me a
Oh
minute, man. I
yeah,
gotta go figure this shit out. So she's like, yeah, I'm at the front door or whatever, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck he said, but I just thought that shit was funny, man.
yeah. There's some story with he had to go to Krakow to like make a chick believe that he lived in Poland, still lives in Poland or something. Really fucking weird. But kind of
Yeah,
funny.
man. That guy too, man. He might look innocent, but he's fucking crazy,
Yeah, man.
man.
Yeah, Jesse's cool, man. I like that guy. He's down. Like Jesse is fucking down as fuck, man. When he was here, and like first Alex from Sydney came to
Yeah.
visit, and I called Jesse up, and Jesse's like, "Fuck it, I'm hanging out with you guys." And he's like, "I can hang out for one day, otherwise I got to do this stuff." And after one day, he's like, "No, I'm staying another day. I'm staying another day." Like anytime you ask Jesse to do something, he's just like, "Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude." And I think that's one of the coolest qualities to have in like your friends. And you always do cool shit. If you're just like, you want to do this, and the dude's like, yeah,
He's always down. Yeah.
you always do cool stuff. I mean, not
Yeah.
you're not gonna do not stupid stuff, but I'm not like, hey,
Cool
go
stuff.
jump off a bridge. But so many
Yeah.
people
It's
just say no all the time. Like, no, oh no, this might happen. Fuck it, dude. You're gonna die one day, man. Just do it.
He's like the yes man.
Yeah. Yes.
yes, man. Yeah.
Or
There's some
YOLO.
YOLO.
Yeah. Like you should see these videos this guy's making. Like every time I arrive there, like he's got like another encyclopedic, like another part of like what happened to Frank last night. Like it's just making, it's like documenting everything. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh,
Like you can make like great videos and shit. It's cool.
is it? Does he have videos or what is he? Yeah, videos.
Yeah, I
Cool.
think so.
God damn, man. But fuck, man. That's like my, I guess for you too, Sander and Nick, after we started joining this SSN thing, man, it's like, whoa, there's so many fucking cool people out
Yeah,
there
man.
who I now know,
That's the
it's
fucking best thing.
sorry, man, but, back, like,
What the fuck are you
earlier,
talking about, man? You just
I'm gonna get,
you lost me right there, man.
I'm sorry, man, so, okay, give me a minute here, man. What I was gonna say, man, was this.
Sonder, man, this is what I
Before,
was dealing with for 3 months, man.
like, you didn't fucking enjoy it, you cocksucker.
Oh shit, man, that's all good.
Alright.
Okay, man. Well, well, it's basically, man, like, all these cool people are just like, it's exactly the same as knowing, let's say you have some, you got some cool guy on TV, man, you're like, God damn, I wish I could hang out with that guy. Well, we already got those like that level of cool people around us, man, which I fucking am so
Yeah,
happy about. If you compare it to, the people, you know, that you live around, they might be fucking, boring and,
yeah,
and
man.
all
It's
that
like such
type
a
of shit, man.
different.
It's such a big difference. Yeah.
Like, yeah, when I was in Budapest, like we're like there with like 10 or 15 guys right now, all into like building fucking hardcore businesses, chasing girls, working out, partying. It's like those are like the only guys you're hanging out with. So it's basically just like you just absorb all this shit, like all these different things. It makes you like more motivated to also go out to go to the gym, to work harder and shit. And then when I went back to like the Netherlands like 3 weeks ago, like I saw all these other guys, and I was like, what the fuck are people doing here? Like playing video games, doing like boring studies, colleges, shit, schools.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? There are like so many great stuff. Like, if you don't know how to pick up chicks, then go get some training or shit. If you don't know how to build a business, then start hanging out with people that build businesses or go for like a business course. And before you know, like
Yeah.
you'll meet these other great and inspiring people, and
Like,
yeah,
that's it. Exactly.
and then
So,
So,
Sander, in the Netherlands, man, how, outside of Amsterdam and stuff, how popular would you say, like, or common would you say it is for guys to go to prostitutes?
dude, I have no fucking idea, man. Why this question all of a sudden?
No, I mean it's illegal, right? Is it just legal in
Yeah,
Amsterdam or the whole country? But like, say it's legal there.
it's
Do a
legal.
lot of people
They have like
like
they have like
do a lot of
prostitutes in almost every big city, like
yeah.
in almost every big city, like with more than 250,000 people living there, they have like some legal prostitutes, I guess. And
So
I don't think it's really common
do a
for
lot
people
of
to
people
visit
go
them.
and do it though?
No, like you have like the people that otherwise would remain virgin are probably going there, I guess.
there
Not
are,
really
with other words, there's no virgins in Amsterdam. No, in the Netherlands.
Because
No virgins.
I'm curious, man, of like, it's not like that here, but I wonder if where it is legal, like how much of people actually go, like maybe not even said, but if they took some statistic, I bet you it's way more than you would fucking expect.
I don't know, man. I don't think really like normal people actually do it. It might even be like the same with like the drug statistics. Like here, drugs is legal to buy, whereas like in some states in the US it's not, or
Yeah.
it used to be like illegal. And actually, the number of people using marijuana was higher in the US than in Netherlands, like a huge difference. And I don't really know. I don't think really the illegalness or legalness of prostitutes or drugs or shit actually makes it
Makes a
different
difference.
with the number how many
Yeah.
people are using
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just interested to see if it actually did. That was kind of the
it. I
question,
think
but
actually the most people in Amsterdam going to hookers are tourists.
yeah,
Far,
probably.
Yeah, probably.
But yo, man, what the fuck was I gonna say? Dude, yeah, there is, I think, especially with the hookers, man, there's some appeal of when it's illegal, right? You're like, I'm gonna
yeah,
go fuck some street bitch in the back alleyway. A cop might come bust me, man. Like, I read this one
some
book
exciting thing
called
about
Pimp by Iceberg Slim, and he was talking about how all the white dudes from the suburbs that are tired of their boring wives want some freak ghetto black bitch to just do some crazy shit to them, man. And when it's kind of legalized, you lose that like that element of it, you know?
that adventure,
So yeah,
exciting.
Adventure,
maybe
yeah.
that is true. Who knows, man?
Yeah, I think I
Well,
agree.
I would say he's right with that stuff, man. Fucking Iceberg Slim over here.
Yeah, I still want to read that book. I heard it's really fucking
Oh,
good.
dude. Yeah,
Gotta read.
you gotta read it. I gotta say, man, that book is like it's pretty raw and like some of the shit
Dog,
there is really fucked up. But there's some good life lessons to be learned.
Nick,
Hmm.
break out fucking
I
iceberg
can't
slim.
do it right now, dog.
Oh, gotta do it, dog. You gotta let the people know.
No, it ain't the time,
Show
man.
us, man.
It ain't the
Show
Yo,
time.
us.
But
man,
I've
take your
done it
favorite
enough,
line.
man.
But I haven't heard it in fucking ages, man. I miss it.
Nah, I can't be right now, man. I don't really remember the lines too well.
Okay, but I'll ask you this, man. Sometime whenever during this podcast, you'll bust one out.
I'll try. I'll try to
Just a
remember
line.
the lines, man.
Okay, cool. Well,
I need Luke here so he can do the prostitute one, man. Wait a minute.
oh yeah, he's good.
Luke does the prostitutes really good, and I can do the iceberg slim really well. He's like, Daddy,
Daddy.
that ain't no shit you smell. That's all nasty whore asses. We've been turning all night for you, Daddy. And the guy's like, what do you fucking say, man? Now you listen here, you square ass bitch. I have never had a whore I could not do without. I celebrate when bitches leave me. That gives another worthy bitch a chance to be a star. Woo!
Oh.
There we
God
go,
damn.
Doug. I just had to get something to jog the memory of it.
Powerful, nigga.
Also, man, I
Whenever
gotta read this fucking book.
Whenever you got one, man, just bust it out.
I think in a previous life I might have been a pimp, man. I don't know.
I know you were,
It
man.
just comes too easy to me just to do that shit.
It's natural.
No doubt.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't think it's a good thing though.
I don't agree.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Oh
Fucking shit.
Well, I wanted to talk about, in our gym we have this kind of a concept, which is like I want to be the best I can be, and I want my friends there or everybody there to be as good as they can be.
Mhm.
And and it's looked at like, the guys who don't show up every time, they don't improve much and shit. They're kind of looked down upon.
Yeah.
Not because, some people are just not, maybe they have a lot of shit to do and they can't, but well, the point here is, for me, it's not even about being nice or anything. It's like, for me, if I'm gonna get better, I do a lot of grappling, MMA shit. So if I'm gonna get better, I need my boy next to me to get better, because I need the challenge.
Mhm.
Now, everybody listening, man, I'm giving you a fucking, what's the name? Like a commitment right now to, improve your life, man. Because you can take this shit and apply it to anything. So you can improve, whether it be with pickup or, well, it doesn't exactly go that well with this because you're not fighting. But, I would say, like when you're in Budapest, you're with a lot of good guys. So they'll drag you up with them, and you'll drag them. When you improve like a little better here, they'll follow you, and it goes for all of the people in that circle. So what your fucking commitment is right now is just be as happy as fucking possible and live the coolest fucking life that you can, man. Just make your life a movie and do what you gotta do, man. Live your dreams. So if you do this, your friends around you are gonna look at you, man.
Yeah.
And they'll say, man, this Sonder guy, he took his shit to the next level. How did he do that? And they look at the fucking situation, and then they'll do the same thing,
Yes.
man. So by fucking stepping up your shit, you can improve your world around you, man. And
Mhm.
that's what
Yeah, because
we're
they'll
all
also
about.
step up their shit.
You got it.
It's like
Absolutely.
they have like this cool story about it. Like there was like this guy, and it was like I think like running like 1,000 meters or something, and like in 1963 or something, no one was able to beat like the 2 minute mark or something. It was something like this, and then suddenly one guy did it. beat the 2-minute mark, and he got like a new world record of like 1 minute 59.
An important thing about this is people used to think it was like common knowledge that was the maximum human capability. 2 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
man.
Keep going.
And you know, like then once this guy beat like the human limit, then suddenly all these other people were like, hey, this is fucking possible. And I think the next year, like another 10 people ran it or something. And
yeah, some 300 people, man.
oh wow.
And they all, like, the next year, like 300 people also broke the record.
Wow.
So, you know, that says so much about belief, man.
Yeah,
Your mind is here. So.
I agree. It's like, it's what you believe in. It's like important.
Absolutely.
To make it happen. Yeah, I was talking to my friend David last night. We're hanging out. I saw this one movie. It's called The Raid. Dude, if you guys are into like kung fu fucking action movies, this is probably top 3 I've ever seen, man. It is the coolest action fucking movie. It's Malaysian. No, it's Indonesian, man. They made it in Indonesia. But the fight scenes, fucking incredible, man. Like, you're just sitting there like, holy fuck, man, what is going on? Like, dudes are getting sliced, thrown. Like, it is just the coolest shit you'll ever see, man, The Raid. But that has nothing to do with what I was going to say. But I was talking to my friend David, and he's older, man, but he used to have, when he was younger, had like problems with drugs until he was like 35, and eventually like had I don't know, like almost a heart attack or something, and he stopped, and then he got into being sober. I started doing meditation. He said when he started these meditation classes, and he went to see this guy who he did the classes, and he learned from this guy, and the guy was like a yogi. I don't know what the fuck the guy was, but he was taught meditation. And he said the guy could like go from sitting down, cross-legged, like straight to standing up without like using his hands, like just straight up like that. And he said he asked the guy one time like how old he was, because he was curious, because this guy could like move around so well. He thought he was like 55. He's like, the guy's like 76. And he could just go from sitting down like to standing up, and he looked young and all this shit. But he said the guy taught him meditation. It was like amazing, changed his whole life and all this stuff. But he said he asked the guy one time in class, like, yogi guy, does anyone have any questions for me? And he goes, yeah, I don't know why the fuck you asked this, man, but he just, I guess, had to, man. He goes like, yeah, what's the meaning to life? Like, that's the question, right? And this guy said something like, I thought was really fucking cool, man. He goes, the meaning of life is to enjoy the passing of time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that might not be it, but fuck, that's pretty good to live your life by, man. It's like, as long as you're enjoying time go by and you're happy, like as time goes by, fuck, man. What else do you need, motherfuckers?
I agree, bro. Fuck yeah.
Enjoying the passing of time. Whew, that one's deep.
It's
you motherfuckers back home are gonna think about that later at night when you're taking a shit before you go to bed.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy that fucking shit. Well, you know what, man? I met this cool woman. She's like a friend of my mother, and she's really into like health and fitness and a lot of stuff, man. Like good, like life changing shit. And I think she used to be like really fucking depressed a couple of years ago, where she just worked too much and got this kind of a break where she couldn't do dick for a year. She was just totally fucked up, man. So what do you think saved her, man? Nick?
Meditation, man.
Fuck yeah, man. She started doing meditation, and now she's having classes and shit. So today, man, like 11 o'clock in the morning, I took a little break, had some food, went up and did a meditation class, man, and just hung out with all the people there. And you know, I guess I was probably there was me and one other girl. She was really cute, man, probably like 18 or so.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and her, and the rest of the people there were probably people who weren't too happy, man. Like they were there to take care of some problem. Dog, I'm there to fucking enjoy my life, man. I'm having fun. You know, I'm already happy, but you know,
Wait,
this shit is
that's the
helping.
cherry on the motherfucking top of that ice
Yeah.
cream sundae, man.
Yeah, man. I rem like all the people there. I think they're a little new to meditation and shit. I mean, you know, I got some, not a lot, man, but a little experience with it. So when I sit there, man, I'm like, at the end of the thing, I'm fucking, you know, it's not the way I usually do it. It's more like Buddhism type shit where she'll say some word like Shahamaram or whatever sometimes, and she'll talk you through the thing, and in the middle of it, man, she tells me I have this center 2 centimeters above my, like, what do you call this thing right here in your belly?
Belly
Navel?
button.
Belly button. Like, and I got this fucking center in the middle of my stomach, man. You know, dog, I know I ain't got no fucking center in my stomach. But anyways, man, I'm just riding along with it, doing what I gotta be doing, man. So she told me to put some shit in there. You can put whatever
What
you
do you mean
want,
in
man.
there?
So,
What do you mean in where, man? What the fuck you
like,
talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm going deep with this shit, man. I'm like fucking tingling in my body and shit. So
What do
I'm like,
you
okay,
put, like
dog.
physically put it in there or mentally, man?
Mentally, of course,
Oh, I
man.
thought you meant
There's no fucking
okay.
space in my.
You gotta clarify that sometimes.
Sorry, brother. Okay, so mentally, man, I actually put Nick in there earlier, man. I was having you in there,
Man, like a
like,
baby.
like a little baby, just with the smile. I was sprinkling some little love over Sander, having him on my podcast later. I wanted him to feel good, you know, and all this type of shit, man. Well, you know what, man? I'm fucking around now, but the point is, you know, me too, man. Like, something that really took my life to the next level with, you know, enjoying the day by day, man, day to day. Cause, you know, normal days, that's what you got most of, man. Yeah, it's cool with highlights and shit, but life is usually most normal days. So, and one thing that really helped me a lot with just enjoying life to the fucking fullest, man, is meditation. So everybody get to it. And the guy who helped me with that is Nick.
Who?
Like he took. Hello. So
Shout out.
everybody should fucking, you should call him up, man. I won't say his real name right now, but yeah,
But dude, I
get
was
into
thinking
it.
the thing that's so cool about it is like, you know, a lot of the stuff we do is kind of for a certain type of people, you know. I mean, I think everyone can benefit from eating healthy, but you know, like
That's
wanting to
much.
be have your business or work out or fucking pick up chicks. Well, those are only for, you know, mostly a lot of guys want to do that. But the thing about meditation is it's like, it's something so simple, but anyone can do it and make their life way better, whether you're a fucking 6-year-old kid or an 85-year-old grandma. You know, it's something that's so universal that it's like everybody that can improve their life like hugely by doing meditation. It doesn't matter if you're in a fucking wheelchair. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, a
You
fucking,
know,
you know, it doesn't, nothing matters, man. You could have no arms, no legs, and no eyes, and you could still do meditation, man. It's just something
and
that
also,
everybody can do, which is what's so great about it.
yeah, man, you can be a carpenter, electrician, fucking yogi. You can be a personal trainer. You can be a freedom business lord. You can be an RSD instructor. You can be all these things, man. It does not matter.
It just
It's
makes life better. That's it, in all areas,
pure
man.
and
It doesn't
simple.
make you get some of this and that. It just makes you happier no matter what you're doing or where you're at.
Simple as that, man.
Science, bitches.
Everybody who just fucking heard that shit knows now, so they ain't got no
No
excuses.
I
No.
should
fucking
start
excuse.
trying this.
Well, you should, man.
Or
I
get
did
on.
for a while, but I couldn't really like get like the, you know, like the focus. Like I was always like suddenly I would catch myself thinking of like shit for like 5 minutes straight. Of
Same here, man.
This still happens to me sometimes too, man. I've been doing it like 4 years, so that's just part of it. Some days it's
So
good, some days it ain't, man. It's like your wife, you know?
yeah, man,
I
I think so.
had to throw in that joke right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
so I ended up, because I'm going to Vietnam and traveling for a while, I ended up selling my car, but
Uh-huh.
I rent
no.
this car. And I was talking to like my mom the other day, and I was like, my car had it for like 7 years, and it was like never broke down, like a really solid vehicle, you know. And there's a new one that I rented for a couple of days, it's like this red car, and it has like the options to put it kind of like manual transmission, where you could, shift it and
Oh,
on and all this shit, right?
Uh-huh.
There's no
yeah.
clutch, but you can do that. So I'm on like, yeah, it's like I just divorced my solid, faithful wife who was always there for me, and now I got my little hot hot chick that I gotta ride around and have fun with for the weekend.
Good metaphor, man.
I just thought that shit was pretty fucking funny, man. But my mom didn't find it too funny, man.
She didn't like it, huh?
Nah, she's like, nah.
Where's your
She's
mom at
like, I
now,
hope you
man?
don't.
I miss her.
She goes, I hope you don't
Where,
talk like that.
Nick, where the fuck is your mom, man? You gotta
She's at
call her
work
up. You
right
gotta
now.
get her on.
She's working, bro.
Well, get her here, man. Get her to fucking get to this podcast. I need to see her.
I don't know if I could do that, man.
Why not?
Because she's
I
working.
need to. Yo, well, who gives a fuck, man? I gotta see her, man. You'll be in Vietnam for fucking ages. I gotta see your mother. I gotta talk to her,
I'll
man.
have her send
What about,
a fucking video.
where's your father too, man? Where's your daddy? I gotta fucking see those guys.
I'll have him do some Skype calls with you, man.
Yeah, well, are you going to see him right now?
No, man, they're working all
Oh,
day. It's early.
I know it's,
Uh,
oh, yo, Alex, you still there? Sounded, it's fucking internet shit, man. I'll turn off my little webcam for a second. Alex, no,
Get it together, Freddie.
sorry, man. Sander, what the fuck do we do here, man? I gotta call this bitch up. Sorry, people, for all this confusion, man. You're probably about to kill us right now, but we're trying to get our boy back on, so Nick just changed location. Hey,
Yeah, man, I had
Nick.
people cleaning my house all day, so that was a fucking debacle, man. They finally left.
Oh yeah, so and you've basically just been hiding for all this time because motherfucker's been cleaning your fucking house.
Hiding like a fucking Jew during the Holocaust, dog.
Hiding, yeah, man. Like I know you know what it's like to
Looking
be a
at
little
fucking
dude.
windows and shit, hoping these
yeah.
Nazis get me. What's up?
Yeah,
So,
looking out windows, like nobody's business. We missed you, Doug.
Yeah, man. Me and Freddie were heartbroken that she left, man. We're like, fuck, dude.
yeah,
It
man,
was,
me too.
it
Like,
was
I had
so
to wipe
sad.
away fucking tears.
Oh, Sander, I want to hear you talk, man. I've been talking too much. So give me some. What do you want to talk about, Doug?
Um, I like to like this, I like to talk about travel and shit. Like what you guys are up to. Like, you're going to Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
This guy.
Wait, my audio is fucked.
Well, you know what, man? I got a question for you. So, how, like if you say, how did your life change a lot since you moved just to Budapest?
Yeah, man,
Or,
it's fucking insane. Like, the thing is, like, since I went to Budapest, like, what I had in the Netherlands was I was just like working like a little bit, like my own place, meeting up with some girls, meeting up with some friends and shit. But now when I'm in Budapest, like, I'm there with like 10 other guys who are also working hard during the day on their business. They're going to the gym every day. At night we're going out almost every day of the week. So you're always either socializing, to go to the gym, or working on your business, or sleeping, or eating healthy. So there's like no time to fuck up with like watching television or shit or doing dumb shit. So you'll always be like motivated to like do good stuff for, and there'll always be something you can do which is either gonna improve your life and which is also like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out every day, but you can go out when you want to, or you can meet up with some other guy to talk about your business and to set up like a cool project together or something. It's all possible, and that's like why it's so different in the Netherlands, because then you don't have all those guys around you. It's like back in Mykonos, like when we were there for a week with all those guys. It's like
Yeah.
kind of the same, but then with 15 guys and more focus on business stuff than getting drunk,
Well,
chasing girls.
yeah, man, we might not have focused that much on business, man, but we had some fun though.
Yeah, man.
I remember one of the coolest fucking things we did were like me and Franz and you and I don't remember the other guy, man, but like me and Franz, I'm like, I know how to drive these things,
Oh man.
the 4-wheel drives. I've done it 100 fucking times, man, but I was wasted. So I'm like, okay, man, Franz is a bit more sober than me, and he talked me into driving the motherfucking scooter, no, the 4-wheel drive. Or,
Yeah,
what do you call these things? ATV?
Yeah,
Motorbike.
ATV, whatever man's also.
ATV, okay, motorbike ATV. So he talked me into him driving, and I'm like, okay, man, sounds reasonable. I'm pretty fucking wasted. So I get on the back. He had been drinking some too. The first fucking turn, we go down pretty like steep road, so first motherfucking turn, this guy doesn't make it. We just crash into this shit, and I got a bruise on my arm. Well, we didn't get harmed or anything,
Dude,
but
the fucking ATV, man.
it got all fucked up, man.
The ATV dude, it almost like fucking drove in off the fucking cliffs,
I know. And what if we were to be on that shit? We actually fell off the ATV, man, but he could have motherfucking killed me,
Yeah,
though.
man.
Next time you see that asshole, give him a fucking punch in the arm
I'll see him in a few weeks. I'll give him a punch.
and tell him I still love him,
I
though.
remember that shit. I'm like, you guys were all excited about doing that, and I remember just looking like, yo, dog, that's a bad idea, man. You're like, nah, fuck it. I'm like, I ain't gonna convince these guys. Like, when you're drunk and you get excited about some shit, man, where it's like that's all you see in your head. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. But they might fucking die, but guess what? They're doing what they love, man.
I'm really happy I sat on your, does that sound gay in any way? On your back,
Dude,
Sander?
Dude, we went to the fucking wrong city, remember?
Oh yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But God, like we could talk, while driving, and it was that shit was just fucking fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I remember one night too, me and Sandra, after we were in the city, you're like, oh, I got my thing. You want to go ride around? And we just rode around the whole fucking island. That shit was fucking cool too, man. I'm like, man, Sandra knows how to drive this goddamn thing. Not like fucking Franz.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't want to be racist or something, but like, I think it's actually true. Like, Asian people just don't know.
They don't know how to fucking drive, man. It ain't racist, it's just a
No,
motherfucking
man.
fact.
Like, he was drunk as fuck. I gotta be honest. I also almost crashed like my ATV one time.
Yeah, I've done the same shit, man. It's normal, but not at the first fucking turn, dog. Make 1, 2, 3, man.
The first turn.
Yeah. But that was fun, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like, we gotta do some adventures like that again, and we should, and we
I
will.
agree, man. Like, Helsinki this summer.
Oh, yeah.
Luke is coming.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
Like, me and a friend of mine, we're talking about, like, a normal friend. He doesn't do any of the self-improvement shit, but he's like my friend since I was a baby. We were talking about going there, man.
Where are you guys talking about? I didn't hear the place.
Helsinki, Finland.
We were thinking about going there like July. for 3 weeks.
July. 3 weeks. Cool, man. Yeah, I might join you in. I gotta see with the money though, but
Yeah.
now I'm pretty well off. But it could change, you
Man,
know.
Freddie's fucking bragging on here and shit now, Doug. He's
Well, I
well.
mean, I'm well off
Damn,
compared to
man.
fucking what I was like in my mind, man. This January, I was like, God damn, dog, I'm gonna be poor this whole year. I'm gonna be eating tuna and crackers. Now I'm fucking happy about, you know,
Now he's well off, man. He's fucking
how I'm
surpassed
well
all
off.
of us, dog.
Okay, dog, that sounded a
He's
little fucking like a
going,
douchebag,
he's
man.
going into the elite, the world of the elite rich, man. Jet setting the
Yeah,
motherfucking world, dude.
no problem, dog. I got my Jaguar in the back, in the in the back over here.
Ferrari, the Lamborghini, all that
I
shit.
got my little fucking my helicopter on the roof, like nobody's business. You know, I might come pick you up later, Sander. No problem.
That'd be cool,
You
man.
know,
I'm waiting.
if you want to go somewhere,
Waiting.
I
no
was thinking
problem.
about this the other
I'll
day,
send a
man.
jet.
Like I rented this car. I'm like, if I really had a lot of money, I know I wouldn't really want to buy a really nice car, but what I would do is like spend like 10 weeks and every week just rent a different car, like a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. Then like each week would just be a different one. So for that week, I can get everything I ever wanted to do out of the car without paying, fucking 300 grand for it. I'll just pay, what, a couple grand to rent the thing.
Yeah.
Hey man, I just gotta
Awesome.
clarify one thing, cause I gotta, I feel bad now. I'm not rich at all, man. I'm still fucking poor. My
That's
point
why it was
was,
funny, man. That's why I had to
yeah,
say.
I, but I got one excuse, man. Well, in my mind, it didn't sound like I sounded rich. It just sounded like I was doing okay, you know.
Doing
So
all right, yeah.
sorry about that shit. I'm glad you were like pointing to
Right.
that, man.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta make a joke out of things sometimes, man. That's all good.
yeah, man. Fucking dickhead I am, man. Oh, I'm rather well off.
Well, off like a motherfucker, man. So, Sandra, what are your plans for any new business plans? Or are you just gonna be doing the same type business? So you want to do some new shit?
No, I'm gonna focus more with the SEM stuff, more on like the recurring revenue stuff. So going for
Hmm.
more consulting gigs. So like monthly recurring payments. Then I can outsource some of that stuff, and then I can focus more on the pickup business because it's actually quite fun, especially on Budapest with the coaching and shit. It's gone quite well. So I'm gonna do some more cool products and shit. So I'm gonna do some cool blogs and shit. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to like set that up because we just launched like a new website and we started doing webinars and stuff. It's like really fucking cool. So yeah,
Is it in Dutch or English?
Hmm?
Do you do it in Dutch or
Yeah,
in English?
Dutch. It's all Dutch.
Okay.
So we're just gonna focus more on that kind of stuff, and then we all just want to continue for like a little bit with the video stuff and consulting stuff, but I'm gonna outsource like the whole process and shit. So
Shit, man. So,
Yeah.
well, is it you and some other Dutch guys? Like, I guess so.
the pickup
Or is
stuff,
it
yeah,
just you?
yeah.
Like your little gang of
It's me and
guys?
the guy I met. I got like this Tim guy I met in
Oh, Tim,
like,
yeah.
like a couple years ago, and
Cool.
this guy is fucking sick, man. Like the last few months, he's been like he had like 10 out of 10, like 10 nights in a row, every night in a row.
Well, damn, nigga.
Yeah,
Hello.
Props to fucking main man, or your main man, Tim.
yeah, man.
Shout out.
It's fucking next level.
Fucking way to go, man.
What is with these dudes named Tim, man?
Yeah,
Must
we
be
got
that right.
Tim, motherfucking Charm.
I think I
So,
got
what
the
do we
wrong
call this guy?
motherfucking name when I was born, man.
Yeah. Hey, what's Mr. Charisma, man? That was
Charisma, man. That
Charisma.
dude's solid as well, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Definitely.
But fuck, I was gonna say something again, man. Forgot what it was.
It's around.
Oh yeah, man. Like I think the last I just finished school,
Mm.
and I've been working in business and just kind of just doing that kind of stuff, like focusing on that. And I've spent like sometimes on the weekends I'll go out or go visit some of my friends in other cities and go out like for the weekends, but it definitely has been like not doing as much socializing fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I got this feeling that at least the first month or two when I'm traveling, I got to get some shit out of my system, and so
Sounds good.
I feel what you're saying that sometimes too much of the business stuff is like
Yeah.
you need to make the money, man, but that shit's probably for me. I like meeting with people, but probably the least enjoyable of the different shit I like to do,
I agree.
just because it is work, you have to figure out, you have to deal with a lot of different shit.
I agree.
So
Yeah, man.
take
Hey,
some,
I gotta go in like 5 minutes. I gotta have dinner and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, actually, me too.
So, what?
But
Helsinki.
yeah, man, I might be down.
And I know Nick is
have,
down too. You just gotta convince him.
Well, it's hard to say, man. He might be in fucking Thailand or some shit. So, are you planning on Europe, brother?
nah, man, I've been there too much, man.
That's what I, that's what I was thinking, man. But my main goal for this year is to get my ass over to no, not Barcelona, man, but
South
South
America.
America.
Ooh,
South America?
I'll rather be fucking like I'll rather eat the tuna and the crackers for a whole year and get down there. That's gonna do it,
yeah,
man.
Freddie,
I
man,
think
it's gonna happen no matter what, man. That's it. That's all I can say about it, man. It's going down.
it's going down, man.
It ain't a question no more, man. It's happening.
It's happening.
Cool stuff, man.
I'm making sure
So,
every
so
day,
why
though.
South America?
Well, why? Oh, funny question, Sander. Nick, why don't you answer?
I'm really fucking curious now,
I think there's a lot of reasons, man, but
I think there's one big reason, though,
man.
and I'll tell you right now.
there's
Our
a,
main
there's a lot of
man,
it too. There's a lot of
he's got a
it, man.
little something I like to call love for those kind of bitches.
Hey, man. you know.
He needs that motherfucking fire monkey, dog.
That's my weakness, man. That's my weakness.
That
Right?
passion. And that's why I need to go with him, man. Because if I'm not there, dog, he's getting dragged down into some deep shit, man. To the jungle. Who knows where he might end up? He can't control himself around this kind of.
Yeah, you got like these white chicks, these European chicks, these Asian chicks, black chicks, whatever. It's always like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, whatever. It's all enjoyable. But when it comes to these Latin women, I'm just like, oh fuck. It just hits me differently. I can't explain it, man. It's always been that way. So that's my weak spot. Freddie's got to protect me, man. That's why he's coming.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, there's a lot of other reasons, man. Like when it's the winter time, for us, down there's the summer.
Yeah.
So we can do a whole year of summer, and then they have like amazing beaches. It's pretty cheap. The girls are hot. The food's good. There's cool things to see. Like we go to Machu Picchu. We can go to all this different type of shit. So I really just feel like it's unexplored territory.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the girls and all that, but hey, I may go there and something may happen and change my mind. But it's all that whole area. I don't really even know that many people that have traveled there.
Yeah, right. It's like
unknown territory,
Yeah. I think it's gonna be really fun, man. But one thing though, I gotta admit that I am a little afraid. Because I've heard about
we'll probably get robbed like at least one time, man. Seriously.
Yeah, man. Like that's for certain. We're gonna get robbed. Man.
Especially you,
But
dog. You're not gonna fucking fit in at all. I'm
I
kind of
know,
brown
man.
anyway.
I'm getting a tan, though, no matter what. Me and Sander, man, we're the first to go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Who
Sad to
knows, man?
say, man. But okay, guys, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
So, any last words for people, Sander?
Yeah, man.
What do you
It's
got?
just awesome, man. I think like the main thing we learned today is that Freddy likes monkeys from South America. No, it's like
Yeah.
to be serious, I think yeah,
Like
hanging out with other cool
wild,
people is fucking cool.
wild monkeys.
Well, I can't hear you, Sander.
Yeah, and just like thanks for like having me on the fucking podcast because it was fun, man. We should do this more often because I like it.
Pleasure to have
I'm
you,
happy
man.
you like it, dog.
Pleasure was all ours.
It was a pleasure having you on, man. So the pleasure is on our side. Absolutely, man. Am I not a good fucking host, Nick?
Yeah, fucking beautiful host, man.
Like this is how I can't even tell you, dog. I'm saving this bitch up for the next episode.
Oh shit, like Dr. Dre said, till the next episode.
Absolutely, man. like Dr. Dre on a Tuesday. Some Joey Diaz in there as well, man. So yeah, okay. So for all the people listening, do you have any words? Any last words?
Yeah, hang out with cool people.
Yeah,
Boom.
good point. Hang out with good people, and also make sure you're a good person yourself, man, because that's the way to get around good people. Peace out, bitches,
Yes, man. Peace out.
and goodbye.
See you later, guys.